everybody, I'm Missi Matthews. Welcome to Scouting by SiriusXM, a big AFC North matchup to talk about. Don't forget to subscribe to SiriusXM's Best Package All Access and get your first 6 months for $50. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/scouting. Joining me, someone who knows a lot about this rivalry once again, former Steelers quarterback Bruce Gradkowski. And Bruce, another five-star matchup. I do want to start with Lamar Jackson, though. How is he different, if so, from what we saw last season?
Well, look, I think, has he started off a little bit slower the last few weeks, maybe? But, I mean, the guy's an MVP player, and he started off this year strong. And anytime you're playing him, you have to be ready for his best. And that's the thing the Steelers have to be ready for this week. I mean, he's an explosive, electrifying player that can do it on the ground and through the air. So there's a lot to game plan for coming up to stop Lamar Jackson.
The Steelers only faced him once last year. It was here at Heinz Field. They almost won that game. What were they able to do so well in that game that they could transition to 2020?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they did a really good job just, containing him and not giving up the big plays, especially in the ground game. And that's what you have to do with the Ravens. You can't let them get ahead of schedule. You have to keep them behind on first, second down, put them in third and longs, put in Lamar Jackson's hands to make plays from within the pocket. You can't give him running lanes or escape lanes when he drops back to pass, because that's when he will crush you. I know the Steelers will game plan to stop the quarterback runs, but I'm more concerned about when he drops back to pass and nothing's there and he takes off to run. So you just have to try to limit these explosive plays. I mean, there are going to be some in this game, but if you can limit them, then you have a good chance of trying to stop Lamar Jackson in that offense.
What about Mark Andrews? What is he doing so well? 5 touchdowns so far through the first 6 games they've played.
Well, I think that's a security blanket, right? I mean, we saw Big Ben and Heath Miller for all those years working together. And this is Lamar Jackson's Heath Miller. He's comfortable with him over the middle. Big tight ends, they're big body guys that you have a big catch range that you're comfortable throwing to. So I think the guy makes plays, and that's the one thing the Steelers have to stop: the deep crosses up the seam, and because that's Lamar Jackson's, that's his go-to guy.
All right, on the flip side, we saw the Steelers offense that first half, even that first drive they put together in Tennessee against the Titans. They are facing one of the better secondaries they have seen all season. So for the wide receivers, for Ben Roethlisberger, how tough of a task is it getting ready for these guys?
They're going to have their hands full. I mean, because the Ravens are number one with the most blitzes for us at PFF with 143, Arizona second. So you talk about getting after the quarterback, and now they just traded for Yannick Ngakoue, and then they have Calais Campbell, 2 guys that have played in the AFC Championship game with Jacksonville a few years back. So guys that are used to working together, and they dial up a ton of blitzes, Missy. So a lot to game plan for this week to make sure you protect Big Ben, get the ball out of your hand. I think the Steelers have done a great job in the previous weeks with the screen game, the wide receivers, the running backs, and that should slow down some of these blitzes that Baltimore loves to draw up.
A lot of people in Pittsburgh still talking about the 3 interceptions in the Titans game. Coach Tomlin said he's not worried about it. Some of them were calculated decisions. What do you make of that performance when we knew coming in Ben was so careful with the football, only 1 interception?
Well, I think things like that happen. At the end of the half, he's trying to make a play and you throw one up there. But it's a great learning experience. Anytime you could come away from a game like that, make a few mistakes you wish you could have back, and come away with a win, that's huge, because now it just helps you get that much better heading into the next week. And I think, knowing Ben and the competitor that he is, he's harder on himself than anyone. So I know he's taking it personal and probably going to try to clean that stuff up, because he's been playing very efficient this year. And hey, a few forced passes downfield, I think Tomlin will live with that as long as Ben continues to be himself, make those big plays, but also just execute the offense. A really good team around Ben this year, so he doesn't have to feel like he has to do it all.
All right, Bruce, thanks as always for your time. We are most certainly looking forward to Sunday in Baltimore.
Man, division game, Missy. I mean, this is what it's about, the Ravens and the Steelers. So I can't wait. Good luck.
All right, thank you.